Alright, what's up? What's up? Real everyday trader. Today is day 137. It's a Monday. Welcome to the brand new week. Let's get started this morning. Okay, let's see if there's any good setups we can take. Let's go through it. Aussie, Canadian. Let's look at the daily charts. Is there any edge? Well, white ranging, and then we've got consolidation. So this is somewhat like a pullback. Could be some further downside again. On the 2 hour, is there anything worth noting? Hitting previous week lows. Don't really see anything quite yet. Still need some time. So let's go to the next one, Aussie Swiss. On the daily charts, push down, and we're just holding slightly below this previous monthly low level. So also looks like some more downside. Don't see any patterns I can take or any setups that I can take right now on a lower time frame as well. So this is just scanning quickly. That's what I do, and we'll go to the next one. I want to spot obvious trades. Try to spot the obvious trades first, or rather I would say the trades that you think have an edge first, and then we'll come back and look at the rest. Okay, so let's see anything on the daily charts. You got to push up, pull back, push up, pull back. Still a higher low, so trend is still somewhat upside. This level here was already broken up here, so yeah, this could have a bit more upside. Could we can already see this impulse move up, so now it's the anti pullback and maybe something like that, so I'll just mark it down. This could be a trade, but I won't. Even the oscillator, you want to wait for it to curve back up the 310. So how we need to do this is I would only enter on a bull candle, so let's set alert here. We'll call this the MP buy. So I'll be only interested if this candle just started another hour to go. On the next one, if it pulls back and pushes close above here, I might take the long. So we set RR. We don't know how low this will go. It's not quite finished yet, so we have to wait. Everything's about waiting, so we'll just take a quick stab and see. Okay, it's 1.3 R, so that's okay if we can get something like that. So alert is set. We'll just let it do what it needs to do. So this one, let's just remove our drawings. On the daily chart, down and still in the range. The level is right here. You can see hitting the weekly levels right to the pip almost. So right now it's just consolidating. There's nothing I want to do right now. The Aussie dollar, we got to push down, pushing back up, but it's still pretty rangy here. It's still in the box here. On a 2 hour, this push here is good enough. So coming back, and so similar to the Aussie yen, we can mark it down. Yeah, but we want this to kind of finish what it's doing, so we can similarly set alert right here. But I think Aussie yen and Aussie dollar will trigger if this happens as well. So we call this the anti-buy. So we're going against this trend. So up, because this is an impulse, pull back and up here. Maybe it's slightly lower, similar levels. We'll see. Don't know. See. Canadian Swiss. Yeah, this is the down has triggered. On Thursday, Friday was just consolidating. So yeah, I wouldn't do anything until maybe this is broken. We'll see. We'll just set an alert. Let me just take note of my potential trades on my trade sheet. Let me write it down. Hang on. Yeah, we'll wait for that trigger. It's still slightly messy. Yeah, actually, let me just remove this. I don't like this anymore. I don't like this quite yet. Let's go Canadian yen. Let's remove that line. Yeah, I still higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So this thing is still not ready to come down quite yet. We'll just let it do what it wants to do. We'll come back to it later, maybe tomorrow. Swiss yen on the daily chart. Let's see, is there anything worth noting? Well, the only thing I can see straight away is obviously a slight divergence here on it's making a higher high, but oscillated not quite high, so I still won't take the trade like that. It's just an observation. Yeah, this is just grinding. So we want a bigger push down, break this low or break a low at least, and we'll take it downwards. Other than that, no trade. Euro Aussie dollar. It's just still stuck in this little range here. Yeah. And on the 2-hour chart, I don't trade this just like that. I need confluence. So nope. It's still stuck here for now. Let's look for another trade. Euro Canadian, let's just remove this as well. On the daily chart, is there anything? There's some level to the left, but that's not important for this. Yeah, it does look like maybe some upside could be in play. Is there anything on the 2-hour? Yeah, it's just not so pretty on the 2-hour. Got the trend line here. Yeah. Yeah, ideally I want it to come back a bit higher and then pull back, so I do want it to come a bit higher above this level, pull back and come back up. So we'll wait. It's not ready to be traded yet. Euro, Swiss franc, nope. Nothing on the daily here. It's just big mess. nothing that I can trade with. Euro British pound. This level seems to be temporarily rejected, but it's not really a strong level. This looks like it wants to go back down. Yeah, but there's nothing on the lower time frame for me to take a trade from. Yep. Yeah, it's down and then up on the daily and then back down again. So we want to wait for a bit more development over here to see if we can take it back down, but let's just stay out first. Okay, let me remove all these drawings. Euro yen. Euro yen on the daily. We got the push up on Friday above the monthly levels. So we can see the push up is still strong, still there. On the lower time frame, is there divergence here? Not enough of a divergence to take the trade. Not worth the risk, at least in my play. So right now there's still nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. It's Monday especially. Euro New Zealand dollar is just like a real mess. Got the lower low here. So if we wanted to play, it will be this. So it's made the pullback already. It's made the pullback to this little gap space here. So if we wanted to play downside, we could, but it's not so pretty. We could set an alert right here, and we'll come back to it if there's anything. Euro US dollar. Again, push back up. So this is like a wash. So this is also a higher low compared to this swing. So one back up, pull back. So the uptrend is still technically in play on the daily charts. It's just right at this level here, right at the monthly. So whether it can push above this level, we will have to see. Yeah, so once you have this something like that, the pattern is an NT, right? So you've got this trend down, and then you got this impulse move up. So we want to see if there's this pullback and up. I mean, you could go all the way up here, but this would be so-called the safe first level you want to play. I'm just gonna light it up and see what happens. I would set I'm gonna draw an alert here. For now, even if this triggers, I may not do it. So I call this the NT buy or pullback buy or whatever you want it. I call it NT simply because I'm fighting this downtrend, so that's why it's called the NT. British pound, Aussie dollar. The play is still upside, even though you got this little trigger here. This trend is strong, so this is just a temporary pullback. So if we just use like a rough trend line, yeah. Worth a punt? Maybe. Is there enough risk reward ratio here? You gotta go pretty deep. We gotta go like here. Maybe 1.5, 1.6. Maybe. Yeah, I just don't like that it's way down here. So I'm gonna watch it for now. So just to remind me, it must close above this. Close, not penetrate. So we call it the pullback buy. So let me take note. Just write it down. I'm watching this. Pullback buy. Maybe, right? Okay. Canadian, British pound, Canadian. Okay, straight away we see an narrow range trading. The yellow, and then we see inside, it's an inside bar as well. Inside bar of this, and these three bars actually form like a little breakout triangle. Breakout meaning market balance. Right, these three bars. So if it breaks above here, we want to start watching it when it breaks above this level for the upside. For the downside, and maybe we'll just set alert. We probably won't do anything, but that's what an alert is for. So likewise, British pounds, we see we've got the narrow range bar here again. Did this make a higher high? It's actually not really a higher high. So you see you push up, a pull back, but this is not really a higher high compared to this. So it's kind of still stuck in this little range. And price action on 2 hours is just not clean. So I don't think you want to do anything here. Okay, let's remove this. We've got the British pound, yen. Yeah, we set the alert since Thursday, right? It's just ranging here. So what we're waiting for is the breakout to the downside on over here. If it happens. So let's just set it back again, so that we know, we just get alerted and we can decide what we want to do. Right now, this kind of price action, just stay out. There's nothing to do. British pound, New Zealand dollar, push up, pull back. Right, so these are the pullback on the daily. And I mean, this is a pretty deep pullback. Might be okay to trade, but I'm not a big fan of it. Like, even if you entered over here, if you took 1 hour, it'll be somewhere around here. So I'll just mark it up. Potentially this was a trade. Like, I missed it again at 9 a.m. We'll just watch it, because I'm only taking this trade because of the daily charts. You got the up, push back down, pull back, and back to the upside. Okay, so British pound, US dollar, this was a trade I took on Friday. I wanted to play the upside. It did trigger, and I closed out for a profit here. Similar, see, you got to push up, pull back. So that was, I was playing this push up, pull back, and upside. Was pretty, didn't move that well, but okay, it was still profitable, so I'll take it. So right now, I don't see a trade right now already. if you were in a trade, I guess you could hold on, but for me, no, I'm out. New Zealand, Canadian. Okay, so this one on the daily chart, big push down. This is the pullback to this level here. You know, in hindsight, everything just looks really nice. You got to pull back to this nice weekly level here. So we're looking for this, right? I mean, oops, let's cancel, let's delete that, wrong. We're looking for this coming back down here. Is there enough? This was the trigger. Yeah, this is actually plenty. There's plenty of downside to take. You know, you come here. They'll be somewhat safer, would be coming here. Yeah, so I might like this. This is somewhat tradable. Take a note, I'll put it red actually, because I do want to maybe enter a position after this video. It looks like it is worth the RR. We could like come back down here, because yeah, it pushed down this monthly level, so this monthly level now becomes the new resistance, so it's gone up a bit. That's fine, nothing is always to the pin. So push down, back up, and then back down again. So red, I'll come back to it later. New Zealand Swiss franc. Okay, so this one, this is a bit different from New Zealand CAD in a sense that you got this monthly level, and then we got this impulse push up. So in fact, this would be something like the anti buy, right? I mean, you got an impulse up, down, and then maybe an up again. The only thing I don't like obviously is this whole zone here, you know, this price zone here, right? So it might be done. So yeah, I don't want to trade New Zealand Swiss, New Zealand CAD maybe. New Zealand yen, likewise, big push on Friday. Yeah, this is just, man, this is just really tough to trade. Swings are just all over the place. One, pullback, two, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. This is like, it didn't even make higher high, so this could be dead, could be coming back down. So I don't really want to trade this, not to the upside especially. So New Zealand CAD is trading down. So this is just getting an overall view of what I'm trying to do. Give me a second, let me just write down on my notes. So New Zealand CAD, we're trying to trade down. New Zealand Swiss, if we trade up, there will be a conflict with New Zealand CAD, because New Zealand, we're trying to take the downside. So that's why I'm not taking New Zealand Swiss. New Zealand yen, as I said, we've got the one wave, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like we want to trade down. It's moving down, but I don't take these trades, because if you do, then where do you put your stop loss, right? I mean, here and here, one to one at least. It just doesn't make sense like that. It's such a big, it's just don't make sense trading this. So at least this is in line with New Zealand CAD. So at least in my view, it's looking to come back down. New Zealand dollar, yeah, see, New Zealand dollar doesn't paint the same picture. It's just right now in the middle of the range. Yeah, it's just weird. on the daily, there's just no edge. Push down and push back up here. So even if I take downside right now, yeah, if I'm trying to go with the overall theme of the New Zealand dollar, especially New Zealand CAD, where I see a potential trade, you want to try and take the downside. But for this, yeah, I'll just leave it as it is first. I'm not going to do anything. Might set a note here just to say could be a trade. Okay, US dollar Canadian. Just been grinding down. Even this push up, I wanted to play the anti buy. You know, we got this up down buy. Might be happening now, but it's just not strong enough. I won't do anything here. US dollar Swiss C on the daily, still on the downtrend. Yeah, there's nothing I want to do right now. Not of my strategy. US dollar yen. This level, there's this level. Yeah, but see, on Thursday, just did this. On Friday, went up, back down, and came back up. So it's, you can see from a candle perspective, it's just not going anywhere. So I mean, theoretically, this you wanna trade the upside, maybe. But nothing nice. I just don't like this kind of price action. Not worth looking at. Okay, so that's it for forex pairs. Let's go to the indices. See, indices just we got 1, 2, 3 big down days. We got 1 day going back up. Got 2 days going back up. So I don't know, won't do anything on the Asia session unless I see something really interesting. Right now I'm not seeing anything, so I'm not gonna do anything. Nasdaq. Right, see, look at that. It's just, I mean, you don't even have to draw like horizontal support lines. Let me just take away, hang on, let me just take away the daily highs and lows. I just had it up for some evaluation, but you see the weekly levels right here. It's right at weekly level right now. Will it come back down? I don't know. I mean, you think so. So what we can do is just to reinforce our analysis. We just put a line here. We just set an alert and say, okay, this could be a pullback sell. Again, my alert doesn't mean I take the trade. It's just telling me that that's my play. So let's see. This was my Friday's thought process, right? Pull up, pull back, which the pullback wasn't deep. This was the pullback and then went back up. So Dow went above high, came below one, is pushing up. So likewise, in the bigger scheme of things, on the daily it's down. This is the pullback for the downside. I mean, if you're looking at technical analysis, but this is indices, so you can just keep continuing going higher and higher and higher. The market is still pretty crazy. So Aussie index, the ASX. Well, same. I've got the same feeling here. It's down, pullback, and then back down again. So this could be a complex, somewhat like a complex pullback, 1, 2 complex pullback and downside. So if you want to take, yeah, I mean, there is downside here. You can see the divergence. Sorry, I'm looking at multiple things. The divergence on the 2 hour here versus here, higher high, but so yeah, you could technically take the sell. So I'm also going to look at this later. Does look interesting, doesn't it? Let's set the alert and see what happens. Nikkei, the push down, the pullback, 1 day pullback, and it's already back down. Yeah, this kind of big movements, I'm just not primed to take them. Someone would do a lot better if they were trading some other strategy or time frames, or just went on gut feeling. But you can see the monthly levels. Look how just look at that, here, and then you got to pull back to that level, and then it's back down again. So well, you can say what you want, but the market certainly presents certain opportunities, and if you take them, could be quite profitable. The FTSE, yeah, it's making a higher high. I wouldn't want to do anything on the FTSE now. The FTSE is higher high, so you do this, pull back down here, and then maybe back up again. So that's how I'm reading it, but you know, can be wrong. That's fine. Okay, so that's for indices. Only Aussie dollar looks interesting. Divergence here. Push down is a pullback, and then some downside here. Let's see how much we can get if we took this trade, or what's our target like. So if we come back down here, we've got not even 1 R. So I don't know if I'll take this, unless obviously you're targeting these lows, then you're talking a different story. But that's it, we'll just leave it at this. Let's go look at US oil or crude. This kind of price action is just playing with you, you know. Yeah. Again, I don't range trade, so would have not caught any of this. So right now on the daily chart, there's nothing, no bias. On a 2 hour chart, no, it's just no levels to do anything at here. So let's take a look at silver. Silver, one wave pullback, 2 consolidation, 2 third wave. So we could be on our 4th wave up. Yeah. I guess this up is already almost done. I wouldn't do anything here. No trade. Gold. Just took this high out. Moving higher. Anything noteworthy here? Might come to this level. I mean, there is upside. 1, 2, 1 pullback, 2 pullback, third wave pullback, 4th wave. Yeah, I don't really want to trade this breakout, because where is your target, right? I mean, let's say even if you got in here, where will be your stop loss? See, that's the problem, right? Yeah, there's no obvious level of stop loss to take from, so I just can't do this trade. Nope, there's no trade here. So I guess that's it. That's it for Monday. Those are all the pairs that I have, and I'm gonna trade. Might take a look at cryptos later, but I'm not gonna highlight them in this video. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll catch up again. Cheers.